What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be doing another episode of the series where I rate your squads. So if you guys want to a chance for me to rate your squads, just tweet me at DBGYT_ with hashtag rate my team. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. And also, we basically are going to be doing 10 per episode. So I think I got 220 last week, so I can't unfortunately go over every single one, especially in the depth that I want to go into them. That would literally take like a couple of days of my time. But anyway, yeah, so this squad right here from Kevin Yang, ZU 2005. I recognize that name. I don't know where from. Go to scoring option is peak threes, 5 out Magic, Miami 13 is third. Trying to go for a 10 out of 10. I think this might be our first ever 10 out of 10. I think this might be our very first ever 10 out of 10. Like, Kevin Cash, I recognize that name. Have I used your account for gameplays? But this might be our very first 10 out of 10. Evo maybe it's like a 9.9 out of 10 because Magic isn't evoed. But like, there are no changes to the squad you can make that aren't completely subjective. Like, yeah, next week getting in, or not next week, tomorrow getting in Jerry Lucas for Bosch maybe, but like Bosch is exceptional. Eddie Curry, you can make an argument as the second best center in the game. Yeah, I'm not quite gonna give it a 10 because of the no Evo on Magic, but it's a 9.9. It's as close to being perfect as possible without it being 100% perfect. So then the meme guy, if you guys are looking at my tweets, the guy who replies with memes is Woke Patty guy. So it's no money spent team, pretty much play like me, picks an off-ball and baits on D. In Galaxy Open rewards, have Rose because you're a Bulls fan for obvious reasons. Andrea purely for offense, Dean Wade for the memes. Okay, so let me have a look right here. Let me have a look. I like I don't really like Embiid, except for the fact that like there's not that much better you can get. Like Eddie Curry over Embiid probably. I like your point guard situation of Dwayne Wade and Wes Unseld. I'm not a big fan of Spreewell, but again, I don't think you can get much better unless you chuck in like a Batum in there or something. I think Batum's probably going to be a bit more effective. I really like LaFonso Ellis and Kiki. Joe Caldwell's unbelievable. Like Joe Caldwell, his dunking is so underrated. Like he is legitimately mini Glenn Rice. Like they feel so similar. Michael Porter Jr. I really like. I don't know if I like Michael Porter Jr. at the 4 though. Either way, he's fantastic. Cowan's good. Your centers, like this team's a solid. This is a solid like 7.8 out of 10. A team that you can definitely compete with in Unlimited, but I would probably advise you Batum for Spreewell would be one of the options I give, and then other than that, again, everything's kind of just subjective. I would say Eddie Curry in as one of your centers as well. I can probably bring it up to like an 8 out of 10. Playing a 10-man without Arenas, Harden, Siakam, 5 out of 2018 Hawks, or 13 Heat playbook. Okay, so I hate this card. I'm just saying that right now, Chris Mullin. If you like him, keep him. If you don't, trust me, you're not alone if you don't like him. But no, I'm not a fan whatsoever of that Chris Mullin card. But you got J.R. who's good, you got Kobe who's good, Porter, Hakeem, Porzingis. Okay. Big fan of starting 5. Bench 5 is nice as well. Except, again, like it doesn't necessarily matter with Mullin. Like there's no, like I assume you noticed there's no changes within your price range you can make. Like if you want to replace Mullin with a shooter, with a different shooter, then maybe. If you want to replace Mullin with a Batum type player, actually you've got Kobe, so if you want to replace him with a Walter Davis, because you don't actually have an on-ball threat. Like you like the 5 out of 2018 Hawks, but you don't have someone that's a threat off the dribble on the bench. So for that reason, if I'm playing this squad, you've only got one player in your team that's you've got 2 players in your team that are a threat to score off the dribble, and it's Michael Porter Jr. and J.R. Smith. If I was playing against you, honestly, that bench lineup would not be something that would worry me whatsoever. But again, it doesn't make too much of a difference. I would definitely advise, like not even like you have Walter Davis in your collection, probably putting him in for Mullin because he's at least a bit of a threat off the dribble. But other than that, it's a solid. This is like an 8.5 out of 10 team, a more than solid team. Really appreciate daily content for all the lads. Use Hawks2018 or pick pop threes. For most of your infantry, Giannis and T-Mac. Have about 350k to work with. Okay. Alright, so if you're running mostly through Giannis, then you've got basically two of the same player in Cowens and Kirilenko. And I don't know, like, if you like them, keep it up. Magic and Giannis is a perfectly fine point guard combination. You don't need to change. Tracy McGrady. Honestly, that Pink Diamond Tracy McGrady, I think Walter Davis is better. I think if you spend 2 hours to grind out Walter Davis, he's better. I really do like Cam Reddish as well. Darius Moss good, Curry's good. This is like an 8.2 out of 10 team. A really solid team. Structured solidly. Not great for anyone on the team really shooting quick stop threes, but it's going to be a solid rim running team and it's going to be effective inside, especially with the Evo Taco. But yeah, I do like this team. I definitely would look to replace T-Mac with Davis. As much as I do like T-Mac, I think that he's not enough better than Walter Davis. Or he's not even better than Walter Davis, period. But I don't think, even if you argue he is better, he's not enough better to justify having that much MT tied up in him when you can get a free Walter Davis. Okay, so I call him 5 out pick and fade and ISO. Okay, this is a beyond solid budget squad. This is beyond solid. Like, in terms of actual squads, it's like a 7 out of 10, but it's beyond solid in terms of budgets. So you've got a decent amount of height in the starters. Which, yeah, this team, I actually really do like this team. I think it'll be more than competitive. It doesn't look like it's great on paper. Honestly, within your 0 price budget, maybe save some MT and replace Mo Bamba with Zhou Qi. And actually, sorry, replace Bagley with Zhou Qi. Straight up, like, Zhou Qi is better than Bagley in almost every way. So I'm not going to argue that one. But other than that, that's the only real change you can make. And it's a more than solid budget team. Usually Rim Runner, ISO, Hawks, Freelance, and Heat Playbook. Want to upgrade Giannis to Opal. You were also about 2.2 million off upgrading Giannis to Opal, so unless you want to sell, you can't sell your LeBron. So yeah, you're how likely are you going to make that MT? Also, we're going to Glademeister replace Harden. 200k MT to work with. Last 3 don't matter. Okay, so I really like your team except Giannis, obviously. I wouldn't necessarily look for Giannis to Opal because I'm sorry, but it's 2.something million. To get Giannis Opal, you will have to sell everyone in your team. Everyone in your collection you can't sell. However, the Pink Diamond Giannis is definitely attainable. Definitely attainable. And if you want to run him a point guard, he can do a job. So, I'm not a fan of Harden, but other than that, like, I can't fault your team. I can't at all. Again, I would prefer someone like a Walter Davis over Harden, but again, that's just subjective. This is a 9 out of 10. It would have been a lot higher if this card wasn't right here, but it is a solid 9 out of 10. Maybe like 9 point. Probably it's not. It wouldn't be a 9.5 out of 10 because of how weak this Giannis card is and how much of a liability he can be. But it is. It's at least a 9. It's at least a 9. Casual no money spend player. Only use VC you get from Park. Okay. First of all, don't be fooled. This dynamic duo does not make Dino any better just because you see the shiny Opal. So, honestly, I'm not a fan of Kukoc even with the duo. I think a Dean Wade is better than a Kukoc, like. But your point guard situation, I really do like Hito. Theus is solid. Wade is very good. Your 2 guards, LaRusse has a mismatch. Caldwell's very, very good. Small forwards, I like Manning. I like this team. This team's like a 7.7 out of 10 probably. I'm not gonna go high. I'm not gonna give it an 8 out of 10, but it's a really it's a solid team. It is a solid team. And if you're wondering like what I give certain ratings to, like if you guys were in my stream earlier, the team I was using there, I would probably give that one like a 6 to a 7 out of 10. Like, but yeah, that's what I think about this team. It's pretty good. So okay, I think this is the last time I'm gonna rate this guy's squad. I picked him out at random, and I just realized that I think I've done this guy's squad twice. I shoot a lot of peak threes, drive in a lot, use 13E playbook, Hawk 2018. If Walter and Kemp stand out, you're really good at both, and think Kemp's incredible. Okay. Yeah, Kemp would be the first player I would say get rid of, but if you like Kemp, that's perfectly fine. I would say swap Draymond with Unseld. Uncell brings you a lot more on offense while giving you almost the exact same defense. Boogie's a liability. I'm going to say that right now. Boogie is a... Oh, sorry, you've got Draymond locked in. Then just keep Draymond, obviously. Like, I would... Like, this sounds crazy. I'd take Zhou Qi over Boogie. Boogie can't play defense. Demarcus Cousins cannot play defense in this game. And at least with Zhou Qi, you've got a lengthy player at center position to block shots. But, yeah, no. So, Walter Davis is really good. Again, I don't think you should have locked in for Thon if this is your squad, but you've got Glenn Rice, so obviously it's fine. The whole purpose is to go 12-0, and if you can go 12-0, it doesn't really matter what you run. But I like Kemp, I like Yao. I don't like Yao as one of your two centers, but again, he can be a very, very good player. But, yeah, so I'd say this team is like an 8.7. Yeah, it's like an 8.7 out of 10. Your starting lineup is like, and probably like a 9.3 to 9.5, especially with the your 1, 2, and 3 who I really like, but I'm gonna go 8.7. And this squad right here, I like to run Hawks 2018 freelance and run pick and pop / pick and roll to 3-point hunt. I have 160k MT at the moment. Any suggestions? Okay, I personally do not like this card right here. I'm just saying that right now. Sean Kemp. Get rid of Steph Curry. I'm saying that right now. I love Steph Curry. I think it's a good card, but I mean, the Opal is barely better than the Pink Diamond. If you're a fan of Steph Curry and you want to use Steph Curry, use the Pink Diamond. Trust me, there is barely any difference. Also, what I would also suggest is change your primary color from white, because not being able to see the scoreboard is one of the most toxic things in this game. So I would advise you to change your team color from white. Okay, so I like your point guard situation with unselled Curry and Hito. Again, I would sell that Curry, get your 100 and something K plus MT, and just put in the Pink Diamond. I actually do like Tyler Hero to 2. I'm not good with him, but I do appreciate he's a good card. Kobe's good as well. You've got AK and Ben Wallace, 2 great defensive cards. Draymond, I'm not the biggest fan of Draymond, to be honest, to 4. I would much rather use someone like a Jeff Green. And Kemp, I would much rather use a Jeff Green than a Kemp, definitely. Your center position are fine. Like, the 3 guys at center are perfect. So this team's like an 8.6 out of 10. Yeah, a really solid team. A very good team, a team you can go 12-0 with. So yeah, about 8.6. No money spent, run pick and pops mostly, along with 5 outs. Taco's almost evolved, have 50k looking for upgrades. Okay, so let me have a look at this. I assume you know you can't make really any upgrades with 50k. Like, there really aren't any 50k players that'll come into this squad and will make much of a difference. Like, you could probably sell players and buy some, and like you could probably tactically downgrade players, make some MT and work around with your team, but again, this is all subjective. With Taco Evo, your centers are fine, your point guard positions are fine, your 2 guards are fine, your small forwards are fine, your power forwards are fine. The team's good. It's like, it's probably perfectly structured, probably again somewhere in like the 8.7 to 9 out of 10. A really solid team, and again, this is a squad that's good enough that if you can't go 12 in a row, it's not the squad's fault, it's your fault. That's the type of squad that this is. But anyway, yeah, a really, really good team. So yeah, that's the video. We didn't really see any bad teams, and like the not great teams we saw were all budget squads. So yeah, you guys are getting better. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.